Hi everyone, this is Mama Joy and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a beloved, treasured meatloaf recipe that a dear cousin of mine shared with me when we started cooking at camp. She came to help me and my sister helped me and some of my nieces did. I had wonderful help in the kitchen. But this is the meatloaf that we used and served to the children. And I've cooked at many camps and I've served this meatloaf a lot and the kids all love it. When I did another camp at a different place, the ladies there said, "Oh, the kids won't eat that." I said, "Oh yeah, they will, they love it." And they did. They did not waste it. A lot of times they left food on their plate if they didn't like it, but they didn't leave the meatloaf. They loved it. And this is a wonderful recipe. I've probably made it on here before, but I want to share it again because it is a treasured recipe. So I've got everything already in here because I started the video and there was no volume. I went back to check it because I'd had trouble with my last video, and there was no volume on part of it. So I went back to check to make sure there was volume on it. And I had already put everything in here. So I'm going to tell you what's in this bowl. 2 pounds of hamburger. 1 1/4 cups of Quaker Minute Oats. 2 teaspoons of mustard. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 eggs. And I'm also going to be putting some pepper in there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut up a red pepper. I'm going to cut up an onion. And I'm going to put 1/2 cup of brown sugar in there. And I will bring you back. Boy, these onions are supposed to be sweet, but they're making me tear up, that's for sure. And it's really, really hot out. There is a heat warning today. And I'm ready. We had a little bit of cool weather, and then it got hot again. I hope you all are not having this heat wave like we are. And I really didn't want to turn the oven on today, and I haven't been. That's why I've not been cooking as much. It's been too hot. But I definitely wanted to make this meatloaf, and I'm going to make 2 loaves. This recipe makes 2 loaves, and if you just want one, cut it in half. But I'm going to be sharing 1 loaf with Chris and Ronnie and Lyric, and then I'm going to keep a loaf here to be eating on. I'm going to have some sandwiches out of it, hopefully. Sorry for the noise. I don't know what's wrong with it, that I'm going to have to work on that microphone, because I don't know why it's not working. When I plug it into my phone, it does not work. Oh dear. So I'm going to be adding the onions that I just chopped. That's about a cup of onions. And I'm going to put some red pepper in there because I think that'll be really, really good. And there's, oh, pepper. I've got to get my pepper out and put my pepper in there. And I'm going to get a little tool out and see if this works for my mixing up my meatloaves. Sometimes I put it in the blender, in the mixer, but I don't like to do that because I think makes it have a strange texture, and I don't like it as well. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to try, and it may not work, but I'll always have thought it should have. So I'm chopping up this red pepper, and I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. I may have to cut on that other one. This is not a cup or anything, but it's just, it was a piece I had left, and I have another whole pepper here that I can cut off of and use more. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut another little slice off and chop up some more. I love red peppers, and they're really, really good for you. The more things you put in here that are healthy, the more vitamins it's going to have. I try to make things that has a lot of vitamins and that's healthy, because we don't eat enough good food. And especially in this kind of weather, sometimes we have a tendency to want to get fast food because we don't feel like cooking or it's too hot to cook. So that's why I like to do things that have more vitamins and things in them. And I'm gonna turn that down here so you can, I've washed my pepper. I've already washed it. And I'm going to be getting a new chopping board. They're saying that you should not use wood and you shouldn't use plastic, because when you chop up your vegetables, you're getting pieces of plastic and wood in your food, and I don't want that either, and I'm sure no one else does. So I'm going to be getting me a stainless steel chopping board. Soon, I hope. I'm going to run and grab the pepper, and I'm going to grab my tool that I'm going to mix this up with. I think I sharpened my knife yesterday, but I think it's dull already. Okay, there's some more pepper going in. I can't hardly walk today. I don't know why. I do know one thing. I had a hip replaced, and it does wonderful. But the other one, it's happening to it, and it gives me trouble. I had a shoulder replaced. This one's giving me trouble now, so I've ordered these. I have some castor oil, and it's organic. Always, if you get any, always get organic. But it says not to use a lot of it, and I try to do everything that it says. But I'm going to put it on my shoulder especially, because this hurts a lot, and I use BioFreeze on it, and I don't know why, because it doesn't help that much. But they say that the castor oil is, it gets rid of inflammation. So I'm going to try that. I've ordered it, and I think it's supposed to be here today. And it comes in a little bottle with a roller on it. Smaller than a deodorant bottle a little bit, but a nice size roller. And that way you won't get it all over where you're putting it on. And I think it'll be better. And you won't have to put tons on there. The way I am with my hands, my hand is numb. I'm going to use it on my hand too. But I spill things or drop things a lot. I don't want to have oil all over everything. I'm going to put this in the sink, grab my pepper and my tool, and I have not put the brown sugar in there yet. Not yet. Okay. Putting a half a cup of brown sugar in here. This is a handy little thing, and I've probably showed you this before. It's a little bear, and you put it in water and soak him and let him soak up a bunch of water, dry him off, and put him in your brown sugar container, and it keeps him soft, which is nice because a lot of times your brown sugar will have a tendency to get hard. And okay, in goes a cup of brown sugar, and I took my measuring spoons to the kitchen. I'm gonna just put some pepper in about a teaspoon and put it in my hand, and I'll probably be sneezing. I wish it would rain. I'd go outside and sit in the rain. I haven't even got to enjoy my swing this summer. It's been so hot. Just have not been able to enjoy it. Okay. This is a tool that you can use in your skillet when you're cooking meat, like hamburger or sausage or whatever. And I'm gonna try this. I think I've got everything in here. I probably should have broke up this hamburger more before, when I first put it in, but I didn't. Okay, when I get this all mixed up, I will divide it into 2 loaf pans, and then I'm going to put brown sugar and ketchup over the top of the loaves. Make sure I get the eggs all mixed up and in there good. But I think this will be wonderful to mix this up with. I've not used it before to do this. I think it'll be a good deal. Yep. Okay, I'm going to finish mixing this up, and then I'm going to put them over in 2 loaf pans, and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm back with the meatloaves, and they're all ready. I've got ketchup and brown sugar on the top of them, and I've preheated the oven to 400, and it's there, and I'm going to get them in the oven, and I'm going to bake them for an hour, and they're going to be so wonderful. Just wonderful. So I will bring you back when they get all baked. Alrighty, I've got the meatloaves in the oven. I had preheated the oven to 400. I have them both in there, and they're going to bake for an hour. And then when they get done, I'll show you what they look like. And they're really smelling good. Really smelling good. So I'll be anxious to eat this meatloaf. It's going to be delicious. And I'm so thankful that Betty shared her recipe with me. And she was a wonderful person and a wonderful cook. Anyway, I'll bring you back when the meatloaf is done. All right, the meatloaf is done. Don't they look great? Oh, I can't wait to taste them, but they're really, really hot because I just took them out of the oven. I want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate you being on here and watching my videos, and I'm so thankful for that. And also, I hope you all have a good rest of the day, and I hope it cools up wherever you are. I will be back soon. Bye for now.